Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about something that can seriously change your life. 3 money habits you need to start before you turn 25. Look, I get it. You'd rather be binge watching your favorite show or grabbing those concert tickets, but trust me, the earlier you start with these habits, the better your future will look. No more stressing about money, no more living paycheck to paycheck. We're talking financial freedom, people. Let's dive right in. First up, budgeting. Look, you can't manage your money if you don't even know where it's going, right? It's like driving with your eyes closed. I get it, budgeting might sound about as fun as watching paint dry, but think of it like this. You're telling your money what to do instead of wondering where it all went at the end of the month. You're in control. So how do you start? It's actually easier than you think. There are tons of tools out there like Mint, YNAB, You Need a Budget, or even just a simple Google sheet. Write down all your income, that's your paycheck, any side hustle money, whatever you got coming in. Now for the fun part, actually not really, it's time to look at your expenses. This is where you get real with yourself. Rent, food, those online subscriptions you totally forgot you had, coffee, every single dollar you spend, write it down. And don't even think about leaving out those late-night online shopping sprees. Once you've got your income and expenses laid out, it's time to give your money a job. This is where the 50/30/20 rule comes in. 50% of your income goes straight to needs, rent, utilities, groceries, the essentials. 30% goes to your wants, eating out with friends, new clothes, that weekend getaway. And the final 20%, that's for savings or paying down debt. The beauty of budgeting is that it doesn't mean you can't have fun. You can still ball out on things you enjoy. It just means you're spending intentionally and making sure your money is working as hard as you are. Imagine this. You're planning a trip to Europe, and because you've been budgeting, you can book those flights without worrying about breaking the bank. That's the kind of freedom we're talking about. Next up is saving. Think of saving money like paying your future self. You're working hard in the present so your future self can relax on a beach somewhere, sipping on something tropical. The first thing you need is an emergency fund. This is 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up for, well, emergencies. You know, like that unexpected car repair or if your laptop decides to take a nosedive. Having this fund means you won't be forced to go into debt when life throws you a curveball. It's your financial safety net. Here's a pro tip to make saving easier. Automate it. Seriously, this is a game changer. Set up an automatic transfer to a separate savings account every time you get paid, even if it's just $50 a month. It adds up over time. Trust me, future you will thank you. Once you've got your emergency fund sorted, you can start saving for other goals. Want to buy your first car without being stuck with a crazy loan? Save for it. Dreaming of that down payment on a house? Start putting money aside now. The key here is consistency. Small amounts saved regularly make a much bigger difference in the long run than trying to save a huge chunk of money all at once. Think of it like this. You wouldn't try to run a marathon without training, right? Saving is a marathon, not a sprint. So lace up those financial sneakers and start putting one foot in front of the other. You got this. Chapter 3. Start investing early. Time is your best friend. Now for the last habit, and probably the most powerful one when it comes to building wealth investing. Here's the thing. The earlier you start investing, the less you actually have to invest to grow your wealth. That's the magic of compound interest. It's basically your money making more money, and then that money making even more money. It's like a snowball effect for your finances. Now I know what you're thinking. Investing sounds complicated and maybe even a little intimidating, right? But it doesn't have to be. You don't need to be a Wall Street whiz to get started. Start simple. If your job offers a 401k, contribute enough to get the full company match. I'm talking free money here, people. Don't leave that on the table. Outside of your 401k, consider investing in index funds or ETFs. These are like baskets of stocks, so you're instantly diversified, which means you're spreading your risk across different companies and industries. They're also low cost and considered lower risk than picking individual stocks, especially if you're just starting out. Even if you start with just $50 or $100 a month, it's all about building the habit and letting compound interest work its magic. Think about this. If you invest just $100 a month starting at age 20 and earn an average annual return of 8%, by the time you hit 40, you'll have over $70,000. Let me repeat that, over $70,000 by just investing $100 a month. Now, if you start at 30, that number drops significantly. Don't let procrastination cost you thousands of dollars in potential earnings. Time is your biggest asset when it comes to investing. So start now, and let your money work for you while you sleep. Outro: your future self will thank you. So let's recap. 1. Budget your money so every dollar works for you. 2. Save consistently, starting with an emergency fund. And 3. Invest early to let your money grow over time. Building these habits before 25 isn't just about having money, it's about having options and freedom later in life. It's about being prepared for whatever life throws at you, whether it's an unexpected expense or just wanting to retire early and travel the world. Look, I get it, talking about money can sometimes feel a little awkward or even stressful. But trust me, taking control of your finances is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. It's about creating a life you love without being held back by financial worries. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. What's one money habit you're going to start today? Don't forget to hit subscribe for more tips on building a life you love. Let's grow together!